T-minus 2 minutes.
SSC, FTS BAT 1 and 2 heaters off.
Off.
Prop 1, pressurized vehicle LOX tank.
Pressurizing.
FAC, establish pulse suppression water on.
Roger.
T-minus 95 seconds. T-minus 90 seconds.
SSC, hydraulic external power on.
External.
HYE, check hydraulic pressure go.
Go.
T-minus 80 seconds.
Topping to 100%.
Rock, report range, go for launch.
Range go. T-minus 70 seconds.
SSC, hydraulics internal.
Internal.
T-minus 1 minute and counting.
LC, T-minus 60-second limits on.
On.
Water flow.
T-minus 45.
LC, launch and able to flight.
100% LOX.
Flight.
ATC-3, main power disable on.
That's on.
T-minus 35.
Hydraulics are go.
T-minus
30 seconds and counting. T-minus 20 seconds. T-minus 15 seconds. Green board. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Main engine start. 1, 0. And liftoff of the Delta II with the NPP satellite, blazing the way, a new technology for climate research and weather forecasting.
Chamber pressure in the main engine, good chamber pressure in the the 2 verniers, and good chamber pressure in all 6 ground-lit motors. Passing 24 seconds into the flight. Pressure beginning to trail off a little on the ground-lit solids as expected. Coming up on the 33-second mark. Mark, 33 seconds of Mach 1. Vehicle now going transonic. Passing 40 seconds in. Good stable chamber pressure in the main engine, the verniers, and the ground solids. Coming up 48 seconds. Mark, 48 seconds, max Q, maximum dynamic pressure in the vehicle. 10 seconds now remaining until burnout of the 6 ground-lit motors as we're passing the 1-minute mark. Burnout, the 6 ground-lit motors, and we have ignition on the 3 air-lit motors. Good ignition on the 3 motors, good chamber pressure, good symmetrical burn. Standing by for separation of the ground-lit solids about 10 seconds from now to assure a good water impact point. Passing 1 minute, 20 seconds. Standing by for ground solid jettison. And we see jettison. 6 motors have jettisoned, passing 1 minute, 36 seconds in. Pressure now beginning to trail off on the air-lit motors. The 1 minute and 45-second mark. Altitude now 17.8 nautical miles. Downrange distance 2.4 nautical miles. Velocity 2,587 miles per hour. Coming up 1 minute 55 seconds. Still looking good. Passing through Mach 5. Passing the 2-minute mark. About 10 seconds remaining on the air-lit motors. We have burnout of the air-lit motors. Standing by for jettison. We see jettison. Passing 2 minutes, 22 seconds. Altitude now 31.3 nautical miles. Downrange distance 30.3 nautical miles. Velocity 4,202 miles per hour. 2 minutes, 35 seconds in. Pressure holding very well in the main engine and in both verniers as we're passing 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Looking down very nicely, very smooth ride. Coming up on 2 minutes, 55 seconds, passing through Mach 10. 3 minutes in. Altitude now 42.0 nautical miles. Downrange distance 72.4 nautical miles. Velocity 5,794 miles per hour.
Data coming in through Santa Ynez Peak,
3
north
minutes,
of
15
Santa Barbara.
seconds, a little over 1 minute remaining in first stage flight. Chamber pressure continuing to hold very well in the main engine and in both verniers. Pitch and yaw control in the main engine very good, very steady, and vernier engine pitch and yaw control looking good in both vernier engines. Passing 3 minutes, 33 seconds.
Point Magoo
3 minutes, 40
and St.
seconds
Nicholas
in.
Island now with data.
Now 51.9 nautical miles. Downrange distance 135.3 nautical miles. Velocity 8,220 miles per hour. Passing 3 minutes, 53 seconds in. About half a minute now remaining on first stage flight. Passing 4 minutes in. Altitude now 57.8 nautical miles. Downrange distance 179 nautical miles. Velocity 10,092 miles per hour. Heading by from MECO about 10 seconds from now. We have MECO standing by for VICO. And we have VICO, the verniers have cut off, standing by for 1-2 stage step. And we have stage separation. We have ignition on the second stage. Second stage chamber pressure rising. And we have fairing separation. Fairing has separated from the launch vehicle successfully. 4 minutes, 50 seconds in. Altitude now 74.4 nautical miles. Downrange distance 316 nautical miles. Velocity 12,120 miles per hour. Passing the 5-minute mark. First burn of the second stage this evening should last a little over 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Now 5 minutes, 15 seconds in. Second stage, chamber pressure right where we want it to be, very steady burn. Stable pitch and yaw control in the second stage. One minute into the burn right now. Looking good. Smooth ride. Up on 6 minutes. Mark, 6 minutes into the flight. Altitude now 91 nautical miles. Downrange distance 516 nautical miles. Velocity 12,820 miles per hour.
Second stage will cut off 10 minutes, 23 seconds into flight. We're at now 6 minutes, 16 seconds into the mission.
I think 6 minutes, 22 seconds. Almost 2 minutes into the burn. Command receiver decoders have turned off. 6 minutes, 45 seconds in. Altitude now 96.3 nautical miles. Now 7 minutes, 15 seconds in, altitude 99.6 nautical miles, downrange distance 735 nautical miles, velocity 13,714 miles per hour. 7 minutes, 25 seconds in. Stage chamber pressure continues to hold. Good chamber pressure in the second stage. Good control in second stage, pitch and yaw. On TDRS data. The 2 minutes, 20 seconds now remaining in this first burn of the second stage. So passing 8 minutes, 15 seconds. Downrange distance now 954 nautical miles, velocity 14,669 miles per hour. Passing now 8 minutes and 45 seconds in. Second stage chamber pressure holding rock solid.
Yeah, 1715, if you can turn your flight recorders off. Did a good job.
Passing 9 minutes. Do now 101.5 nautical miles, downrange distance 1,118 nautical miles, velocity 15,523 miles per hour. Minute 7 seconds remaining in the first burn. Our first stage events, very close to the expected times as we're passing 9 minutes 30 seconds. You can see that the second stage chamber pressure now beginning to decline slightly as expected. 40 seconds remaining in the burn. Stage pitch and yaw control very good at this time. Chamber pressure is continuing to drop off or trail off as we're passing 10 minutes. Mark 10 minutes in, altitude 100.3 nautical miles, downrange distance 1,321 nautical miles, velocity 16,578 miles per hour. I'm standing by for SECO about 10 seconds from now. And we have SECO. Hydraulic system pressure is dropping and pumps off. Coming up 10 minutes, 55 seconds in. Altitude 100 nautical miles, downrange distance 1,533 nautical miles, velocity 17,090 miles per hour.
This is Delta Launch Control. Our coast phase now will last about 42 minutes and 18 seconds. And then at 52 minutes, 5 seconds into the mission, we will restart the second stage. That will take us to our spacecraft separation for NPP. The second stage, second burn is only a matter of seconds, like 21 seconds or so. And then our NPP spacecraft separation occurs at 58 minutes, 45 seconds into the flight. So at this point, with the second stage and coast, there is no data coming in. But once the second stage begins to reorient for that second burn, we should be able to get some data indicating that the second stage is getting ready to restart. We're now 13 minutes, 13 seconds into the flight of the Delta II with NPP. While we're in the coast phase, we're going to look now at some launch replays from of our different camera angles at liftoff. These are the launch plays from just moments ago.